Welcome to Love You Bro podcast, where we're doing a special episode tonight here live at Municipal Auditorium during the Stateline Showdown between Rockhurst Hocklets and the Shawnee Mission East Lancers. And I want to welcome on for his first time tonight, making his debut from Shawnee Mission East, the senior Woodsy Wetzel. What's up, Woodsy?
Couldn't be happier to be here, Jude. I'm so pumped. We got a historical night going on here tonight. I mean, look at this.
Yeah,
this is insane.
Listen, watching the crowd kind of billow in here during the JV game. This is exciting for the JV players, man.
Yeah.
Like, this is really cool. I had an opportunity back in the day to play on both sides of the rivalry. So I played at Rockhurst, and I played at East, so I know the rivalry.
Yeah.
Listen, there's a lot of historical names that have played in this rivalry. You know, over at Shawnee Mission East, you had guys like Cooper Millage, guys like Don Ross, Marcus Clardy.
Those are some old names for me, man.
Those are some old names, man. Listen, Coop Millage and those guys back in the day, man. Shout out to him, Marcus.
Yeah. Absolute beast.
Yeah, Marcus was legit. Don Ross was a hell of a shooter from the outside. And then back in those days, man, you know, Rockhurst, that was when I was around the Rockhurst program. I had mentors like Jim Sheedy, guys like Mike Dugan, guys like Chris Llewellyn.
You had some good people around you.
Great people around me, brother.
Oh, yeah.
And then you had some superstars there, man. I got a chance to play with during practice when I was on the JV team, right, with Harold Mitchum, who Harold Mitchum was one of the top kids in the country, and then John Cooper. Awesome players. But in this venue in Municipal Auditorium, what a cool opportunity for these kids to meet.
It's crazy. As a senior at East, we've never done anything like this before. It's going to be something. Even as now, the JV game, wow, it's so loud in here. Like, I can barely hear just us talking. It's crazy.
So what was it like this week, like in the East, like in the hallways and stuff, where kids talking about? I know you're friends with a lot of guys on both sides of the basketball programs at East and at Rockhurst. What was it like talking to some of your friends?
Absolutely.
What was the excitement level for them?
This week, everyone waits for this week. Other than Lancer Day, this week is the biggest week of Shawnee Mission East, like what a high schooler goes through. I think it is the most fun rivalry because, I have friends on both sides, like you said. I got great friends at Rockhurst. I got great friends at East. It's hard, it's hard to be in the middle of that. But, I always got to fall for the Lancers.
Of course.
And, we'll see what happens tonight. We got 18-0 Rockhurst, best start in program history for them. We got the 8-6 Lancers. It's a good game. You can't shut anyone out of this game.
Hey, listen, you and I had a little bit of a moment this afternoon when you sat there. I've known you your whole life.
Uncle Jude to me here.
Listen, which was cool to have you be an intern. You are going to be our intern this semester here. You're going to intern Love You Bro podcast. Yep. You're going to be on the show, working behind the scenes. But listen, we had a little moment this afternoon when you kind of looked at me and you told me, you're like, man, I can't believe this is my last Shawnee Mission East Rockhurst game as a senior.
It's weird.
While you're actually in high school here.
Yeah, I know. I've been coming to these games like my whole life. Everyone around here, everyone in this community, they grew up going to these games. I would say these games are like the factor of which kid wants to go to where at high school. These games, like, kids like make their decision to going off these games. Like, I wanted to go to Rockhurst when I was younger. I totally did.
Right.
But my sister, she brought me back into the East community. Brought me best decision ever.
My Georgia bean. Shout
out George if you're watching this.
Shout out to Georgia. Hell yeah, absolutely, man. Listen, like I said, what a great opportunity for these guys to come in here tonight. East is going to have their hands full, man.
Yeah.
I had a chance to watch Rockhurst a couple times this year, watch them against VAs. That balanced scoring attack that they have and that defense. Listen, I don't know if I watched Coach Thomas. We're diehard Jayhawk guys, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we watched Coach Thomas back in the day. I know I watched Billy a lot. Hell of a three-point shooter. I don't know if I remember Billy playing defense back when he was in college, but this Rockhurst team, these kids play defense. They get after it.
They're full of grit.
I think that's going to be probably the toughest challenge for East is when Rockhurst starts playing that defense and they start clamping down.
Yeah. Then
they get out on the fast break. But their balanced scoring attack, they've got 5 kids in double figures, which is kind of unheard of in high school basketball.
It is. And, their team, East is the same way. They're a defense-first team. That's how they get their squad rolling. That's how they get going in the position they want to be. But with that being said, they've got to be on it. This team, they have so many offensive threats on Rockhurst. They have guys averaging in the double figures, like you said. You don't see that in high school. So they're going to have to find a way to stop that and, really just play the game, play by play, just take it by time, play the clock.
I'm really excited. Seriously, I'm really excited to, Jessica and I, my beautiful wife who's here with me today, I'm going to get a chance to sit down with her courtside at the media table and watch this. It's going to be really fun to take this thing in. But I'm telling you, as we turn around and we kind of take a look at just, the student section. Look at that Shawnee Mission East student. And they're in the whiteout, and it's already starting to fill up for the JV game. How much fun?
Here we go, sirs.
How much fun for the JV kids here, man?
Oh, this is the best game of the year, absolutely, for them.
Normally the JV guys don't get to play in front of a big crowd. You get people start kind of coming in and billing in, fourth quarter or when the varsity's warming up, so you really don't get to see that.
Absolutely.
So when that's going on, it's like, the JVers really don't get to experience all this. So I think this is awesome for the JV kids getting to experience this and have all the people start piling in for this game.
Absolutely. I mean, and if you just look at all the media around, there are so many cameras, so many people here, and it's just the JV game. Just wait till it hits 7:30. It's going to be packed.
That's what I'm talking about. There's so many cameras. We see, you see the Channel 4, you see the Channel 5 and 9 coming out. So I think there'll be a lot of media out here tonight.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, love you, bro. This is one of our.
We might be the best media team out here, though.
Hey, well, come on, man. We're the best looking, thanks to you carrying me tonight.
Come on, 3.
Hey, so listen, I'm excited, man. I'm excited for this game. What a great historical venue. Municipal's held some great games back in the time.
Yeah.
When Rockhurst played against Anthony Peeler and Paseo was a historical game. Derek Hood and Central, I know they played some games in here. But it's been a long time, having a chance, an opportunity to bring athletic director of Rockhurst, Tom Kruse, on, and then bring on Ryan Johnson.
Two great guys.
Two great guys. And Ryan was so awesome. When I had you go in there, you went there and kind of laid the groundwork and said, hey, man, we want to bring our podcast. We want to shoot from Municipal, and we want to do the show. And Ryan was just so awesome about being really excited about wanting to do the show.
He's very welcoming to it.
Very welcoming to it, man.
Yeah.
And he really was excited about having us come on here and do this podcast. We do a lot of stuff on pro athletes, a lot of stuff on the college game and the pro games, but we really, really want to start getting more involved in the high school games.
I think that's where the fun's at. I mean, these kids are rowdy. They're ready to go. Everyone hates each other here. I mean, it's the Stateline Showdown.
Yeah, it's
a love-hate game.
It's that love-hate game because, as we know, the East Rockhurst guys, there's a lot of love-hate goes. Like you're gonna be hating during the game. Afterwards, you guys are all gonna go and hang out and be friends.
Time. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's how it goes. That's the best part about it. I mean, you can't ask for more than that. It's a complete rivalry. Yeah. Like, it is the best rivalry we've had ever. Like,
this is it's a little taste. It's a little bit of the excuse me. It's a little bit of the KUME rivalry.
That's exactly what I put it at.
Yeah.
The Stateline Showdown, man. I mean, we have other rivalries like this. We have South, but nothing compares to this.
I don't think so. I know South's always been rivals of Shawnee Mission East, but I don't think it carries the weight or carries when the Rockhurst East does. Yeah. I remember, like I said, and I know I'm going to talk about 80 years ago when I played, but I remember, I grew up in the Indian Hills district, so I grew up around all the Shawnee Mission East guys, and then I went over to Rockhurst. So I was a little nervous the first time we played. Yeah. The first time we played, I was a sophomore, I was playing JV, and East came over to Rockhurst. But I just remember the place being packed, and it was really cool going on the floor and looking in both student bodies and just knowing you knew so many people.
Yeah, absolutely.
On both sides of the the Stateline Showdown, man. So excited about this. Excited for the varsity game. Right now, it looks like the Hawklets are up 12-4 here with about 3:19 in the first quarter to go. But listen, we have a lot more to get to, Woodsy, man. This is your debut.
Just the start.
This is your debut. I love you, bro, man.
Yeah, man. We've been a little nervous today. You've been a little build up, but hey, we're out here now. We're having a good time.
Listen, man, I told you there's no reason to be nervous, man. You get on here and just do your thing.
Absolutely.
Hey, we've got so much more to talk about.
Hey, what do you think about that KU BYU tomorrow, man?
Listen, we're going to get into that right now. There's been so much going on with college basketball. I've been watching a lot of shows this week. You know us here at Love You Bro podcast. We're sports junkies. And watching a lot of the college shows, they've been talking about how much that this year, kind of like the SEC last year, the Big 12 basketball, it's the conference. They're loaded top to bottom.
Nothing beats it. Nothing beats it. Absolutely. I mean, and you just look.
My water. Thank you. Sorry.
Water break.
Water break, man. Water break. Thank you. Go ahead. Keep talking.
I mean, if you just look at record from top to bottom, every team in the Big 12 is a power school. Like, it doesn't rank up to these schools anymore in the SEC. It's just powerhouse after powerhouse after powerhouse.
What's kind of disappointed me a little bit, and I'm gonna go hard here for a minute because as fans, you know, we always want more. We always want more. We always want more. I go look on these Jayhawk, some of the boards on social media, and there's a lot of people out there bashing Darren Peterson, and I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I don't.
It doesn't make sense.
No, man. Listen, everybody talks about, oh, he's getting paid. He's getting this. You know what? Let me welcome you to something, America. Kids have been getting paid in college for the last 50 years. It's just on the table now.
Absolutely.
So, and I'm not talking about the University of Kansas. I know there'll be some Missouri haters out there that love to talk, excuse my language, man, they love to talk shit on Kansas, and they'll be like, KU's been they've been paying players for years. Well, let me wake you in. I've been working for 23 years with NFL and NBA players, and I don't want to go into names and I don't want to go into schools, but everybody's getting paid. So wherever you're going to school, wherever you think that your program was squeaky clean back in the day,
no,
it wasn't squeaky
absolutely
clean.
Not.
Some schools just did a little bit better than others, but people have been getting paid in college for a long time. So, but I want to talk. I want to talk because I'm kind of a little mad. I'm a little pissed off. I'm talking about the Jayhawk fans because I'm a little disappointed in you guys and some of the comments and some of the stuff that's made about Darren Peterson. This kid, you go and listen to guys. Wally Zerbiak was a guy that came on one of his college shows, right?
Yeah.
Wally said, listen, I've been in the NBA, I've been in the All-Star game, I've guarded guys like Kobe. The way, the smoothness that Darren Peterson has, the way the guy, he looks effortless out there. He looks like he's never breaking a sweat. I know he's been injured. He's had some things going on this year, but listen, Jayhawk fans, my thing to you is, man, just hang tight. Let the kid get healthy, and let's hope we go on a hell of a ride in March.
Absolutely.
But let's talk about tomorrow, though. AJ to Bandstand, BYU coming to town.
I think if DP's over even 80% healthy, we're good. I think the team knows how to play without him. The team knows how to play with him.
Right.
I think it's just finding that common sense of when is he going to be okay. I mean, no one knows on the team when he's going to be 100%.
Right.
And no one in college basketball knows that.
So
and that's why the outside hate is just taking over.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Taking over.
Listen, I love having you on this, man, because you're so knowledgeable. You love the game and the sports and all this stuff. But I want to talk about like earlier in the year because you watch all the KU games.
Yeah.
So earlier in the year, my thing was I would take a look at him. And it was like when Darren Peterson would come on the floor, it was almost like that shiny new Ferrari that just showed up. So nobody really knew how to play with him in the system. Guys had played a lot of games without him. And I think the biggest game to me, Jessica and I had the privilege of going to the Kansas-Iowa State game in Lawrence. That was the first time that I really felt like KU had kind of grasped how to work with Darren.
Yeah.
Darren was getting more people involved in the game. It was something special to watch. I know Iowa State was off a little bit that night, but the whooping that they put on Iowa State that night was solid. But I felt like that was the first game I really saw the guys around him, Trey White, Melvin Council. Yeah, everything was clicking. The way Darren was working the ball to people, he was hitting Trey and Melvin in the open, and those guys were just stepping up and being like, hey, if DP's double team, I'm open, I'm knocking down three.
You got to love Melvin, man.
Oh, my God.
Absolute fan favorite.
He's a dog, baby.
Melvin, if you're watching this, you got to get on here, man.
Hey, listen, Melvin Council, we'd love to have you on the show. A guy that I compare him to a lot, and I'm not the only one. Everybody in the country's done it. They compare him a lot to Tyshawn Taylor. Tyshawn's been on Love You Real podcast.
Shout out Tyshawn.
Shout out to Tyshawn, man. But we'd love to have Melvin Council come on sometime.
His energy just on the court and in the locker room, I don't know how you wouldn't want to play with that guy, man. It's just fun.
Let's talk about last Saturday. Did you watch the game in Manhattan last Saturday?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
little dance on there.
Yeah, come on.
You gotta love it.
I don't know what that thing is they do in Manhattan. Babe, do you know what that thing is, that dance they do in Manhattan? What is that called? What, the roller ball? What is it?
Whatever it is, it's terrible, man.
The Wabash. It's bad.
Terrible.
Listen, I'm going to tell you, K-State fans, you guys can do it during football season. That's fine.
Basketball's not your thing, man.
No, man. Don't be doing it with the Hawks in town. Don't be doing that Wabash thing because you saw what happened when Melvin caught a little glimpse of that.
Yeah.
And I saw some, again, stuff on the media board when some K-State fans were posting there and people talking about they weren't really happy about what KU did. A couple of steals late in the game.
If the roles were reversed, they would do the same exact thing, man. Like it's like, come on.
It's always like when you're a parent and your kid's in school and somebody's like, Woodsy's doing this and he's being bad, blah blah blah. Well, don't let Woodsy do it, but let my kid do it, right?
And it's also like they were chanting FKU, all that stuff. I mean, if they're telling us to have class, you have some class too.
Exactly. There you go, Woodsy. There you go. Listen, in Manhattan, I had a blast watching KU run them.
It's always a good time.
They ran Mizzou this year down at T-Mobile.
Yeah.
And then they ran K-State. So that was fun. But we got a lot bigger fish to fry than Missouri and K.
Let's get deep in the tournament first before we.
Bro, did you see KU's schedule in February?
These next games, man. Go BYU, Arizona, I think Texas Tech.
Arizona at Texas Tech.
At Texas Tech.
Arizona at home. And then we've got where else do we go besides that?
And then February, I think, we flip it, right. And then we go play all theirs at away.
Well, Arizona, I know we got home and away. We got Iowa State, we still got to go there.
Yeah.
But then we got at Texas Tech because they'll come here later.
Yep.
And then BYU. But those 5 games in a row, I mean, dogs.
It just brings back why the Big 12 is so damn good.
It is.
It's so good.
We haven't talked about Houston. You got Houston. You got Houston. Oh, we play Utah in there too.
Yeah.
Utah's got a good program. So
they're a little sneaky.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough sled. They're gonna have to go at least 3-2, 2-3 at worst in those next 5 games because it's gonna get tricky. But I think all the games they played early on, the Dukes, the Carolinas, the UConns, those type of games there.
That gets the season started.
Yeah, but it's gonna get them ready. It's gonna get them primed up for later in the year.
Those
that March stretch
games.
Because they've seen all those teams though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody you see in the Big 12, and then you play the UConns and Carolina and Dukes early in the season. I think it's only going to make them better come March. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Let's talk a little bit. Let's talk not that we're going to talk a lot of football tonight, but let's talk a little bit of Chiefs. What do we think about bringing Eric Bieniemy back as the offensive coordinator?
I love it.
Tell me why.
You know, I went back and watched some highlights from when he was there and when he wasn't. Mahomes just looked like he was playing with so much more freedom under him. I mean, he was throwing the ball, he was getting those open passes, he was doing his thing. And now this year it kind of looked like he was second-guessing himself. He didn't know what the play was, didn't know what he was doing. Obviously, it's Mahomes. He always knows what he's doing, but with that help, with Bieniemy, he is so good.
You know, people talked about just stuff I kind of heard when we were watching out there in the grapevine. People talking about, maybe they need to bring a new offensive mind and maybe they need some new young blood in that building. And then, I watched some other guys, Rich Eisen, some of those guys talk about the familiarity that Bieniemy will bring back.
Yeah.
Mahomes has had 2 of his best seasons under Eric Bieniemy. So, and knowing that, I don't know any more than the next guy, but I know, to me, I don't think they would have brought Eric Bieniemy back without Mahomes signing off on that. That's just my thoughts.
I agree. And I hope Mahomes comes back better than ever, baby. I hope he just has some sense of grit in him and just goes and kills everything.
Listen, that Melvin Council dog, 15's a dog, man.
15's got the dog in him.
15's a dog, brother. I hated to see him go down the way he did this year.
Yeah, that was.
It was heartbreaking to watch, but I know what that kid puts into every minute that he's on that field. Every minute he's in the room training during the offseason. I think he goes back. He starts, almost kind of from a square one type of deal.
Yeah.
And you're coming back off this injury. I think he's going to come back hungry because there's no way, if you walked in 15's house right now, that he's sitting well with the 6-11 season.
No, absolutely not. I mean, I think he's just mad. And I would be mad too. Like, if you look back at that season, some of it was pretty good, some of it was pretty bad. And I think everyone would see that if they're a Chiefs fan.
And everybody knows you don't like a mad dog, right?
No, you don't want the puppy mad. Puppy's gonna bark right back at you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I think 15 comes back bigger than ever next year.
Absolutely.
Super excited. Look at this crowd, Woodsy. Look at this crowd, man.
I know, man.
It keeps
13-22 at the end of the first quarter with the Hawklets winning right now.
13-22 at the end of the first. That's a lot of scoring in the first quarter for a JV game.
Yeah.
Hawkins put up 22 that first quarter. This is gonna be exciting, man. I'm super excited about the varsity game. We'll take a look and we'll take a little peek when the varsity's warming up during the JV game.
Yeah, that'll be at half.
Yeah, we'll take a little peek during the halftime of the JV game when the varsity's warming up. But listen, let's keep talking a little bit about this game tomorrow night. Tomorrow at 3:30. We got College Game Day in Lawrence, Kansas tomorrow, which is huge. Super excited about
Always
that.
brings the hype around.
Oh my God, man! I mean, all the guys going to be in the house tomorrow. I wish I could get up to Lawrence, but I've got a funeral I've got to go to tomorrow morning. I think Jamie's going to make his way over there to Lawrence. You know, you got College Game Day in the morning. That'll kick off at 10 o'clock. Kids started lining up.
Oh my God! Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, I was watching on the media. Kids started lining up on Tuesday. Tuesday.
You not got class?
Well, you know, so how they do that is you'll learn next year. You'll be on that University of Kansas campus next year. Find Out House, right?
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the Find Outs.
Yes, sir.
So when you're up there, you'll realize when they're doing that. So if you have a group of 5 people that's going in there, right? So one person's got to stay. One person's got to be there
Total
all
camp
time
out,
to hold your place in line. One person's got to be there, and then you rotate. Whoever's going to class. If it was me, I probably wouldn't go to class all week. I'd probably go home and shower once. Make sure I had plenty of food. And then make sure I was there for that game tomorrow.
Get ready for that game. That's going to be something else.
Dude, AJ Nabatz, have you seen him play lately?
Yeah. Did you watch that BYU Arizona game?
BYU
He didn't play insane, but
he is legit. He's legit. You're looking tomorrow 1-2 in the country.
It's the battle for the one.
It is. Coach Shuff was on a show this week. God, I can't remember the show he was on, but Coach Shuff was on a show this week and he was talking. And it's Coach Shuff's a Hall of Famer for a reason. He said this isn't Darren Peterson against AJ Nabansta. This isn't. He said 16-3 are not showing up at Allen Fieldhouse to see a one-on-one show.
We got blown out last year too by them.
He said it's so much more. There's so much more inside that team that you've got to go realize. BYU's got some great shooters. They've got a really, really good squad, talented. That they were down 19 to Arizona. They came back and cut that thing to 3. I mean, there's
I went to go take a quick shower, come back, it's a game. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, exactly. You're okay. You can cuss on here in the podcast. You can say shit if you want to, Woodsy. I won't tell Mom.
Yeah, please don't. She'll kick my ass.
Hey, I can't wait for Nat and all of our family and friends to watch this podcast when it airs so they can see Woodsy make his debut.
It's going to be historic.
Okay, so what are your – I know, like I said, you've got friends on both sides of the squad tonight. Let's get back to the Rockhurst East game. You got guys on both sides of the squad tonight. From an East standpoint, what are we looking at? Who's their leading scorer? Who's their guy? Who's their shooters?
Absolutely, yeah. I would say right now for East, Stephen Lobick. Best player. We just had the interview with him last night.
Just had the interview with him.
Great kid. Great kid. He came off a 30-point game against Aquinas. So, yeah, he had a great game against them.
That's big.
Yeah, he's a big guy, big defender. He'll get out and play the game.
I asked him yesterday how he felt, because when you're a shooter, you hear all the stories about shooters. When you're younger, older guys are used to it, but the younger guys, you ask shooters what it's like because of the depth perception when you walk into an auditorium like this. And I asked him. First of all, I talked to him a little bit, but before I did that, I had a chance to kind of watch about 15-20 minutes of his shoot around. Yeah. When you see a shooter like that, he looked very relaxed, very poised, just very he said he really liked the depth perception and all the stuff that was there. He said he liked it, so felt comfortable about it. Felt like his shot was going in. Felt good about it. But what do you think about the rest of the guys there at East? What are those guys talking about this week? I mean, they got a big challenge tonight.
They do. I mean, they're ready for it. They want this game. They want this game more than anything. I know they do. We all do. It just goes like how the lacrosse team plays. We want to win. We want to win. We want to win.
Now, what happened during the lacrosse season between Rockhurst and East?
We won. Yeah.
East won, huh?
Yeah. So
how'd that go over?
Oh, we won 7-6 within the final seconds. It was crazy. It was a crazy game. Great atmosphere. We should cover that. Yeah. But those games are a little more different. They're a lot more physical and harsh, and it gets the best out of people for sure.
Right.
And our coach, our old head coach, Patrick Schmidt, he went to Rockhurst, and their defensive coordinator came to us, and he won 4 state championships with Rockhurst because they 4-peated, and we didn't do anything.
Wow.
And so he comes over to us. He wins his 5th with us, and so he's the only coach in league history to have 5 state championships in a row.
Wow. And then on top of that,
shout out Robbie Healy.
Yeah, listen, I'm probably sure there's not a lot of coaches that have won state championships on both state lines, both sides of the line.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I really don't.
I know back in the day in high school football, Coach Severino was one of the first high school coaches to win a state championship on the Kansas side.
Yeah.
He won one. It was either West or Northwest. He won a state championship before he won all of the state titles over at Rockhurst. So what do we got? We got 25-18 game going on right now. 18, 25.
Some other players, for East. Vince Kopp, he's been coming off an ankle injury. He's been hurt a little bit.
He'll be good to go tonight?
I think so. I think he'll be good, and if he gets in the game will change. He's the game changer. He's the motivator. He gets everyone talking on their feet, breaking down for defense. He's kind of the Melvin Council of this team, I'd say. He's got the dog
Kevin
in him.
Kopp is?
Vince Kopp, yeah.
Oh, Vince Kopp. I'm sorry. So Vince Kopp. So he's kind of the Melvin Council. He's kind of the dog on this team.
And then we got the Oak Twins. They're probably somewhere down there. I mean, they're on varsity, obviously. Right. Those two kids, they can get their wide arms, the big dogs. They'll play defense, they'll hustle the ball down the court. Whatever they got to do, they'll do. I mean, they've been with Coach Hare for so long. I played freshman basketball with all these guys. All these kids are good players. They'll get it done. They hate Rockhurst. These kids from Rockhurst hate East. It's just how it goes. I mean, like Kevin Sullivan from Rockhurst, he's averaging around 11 right now, a block per game. He's going up to KU next year for football. He's going to be a big dog.
He'll play.
Yep.
What position he plays?
He's a tight end.
He's a tight end. Okay.
Yeah. And then Cohen Robinson, he's their point guard. He really leads this team through everything. He's the big dog. Okay. He's the shooter. He gets the threes in. He does everything for that team. He sets everyone up. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game.
It's been really great tonight that we've had an opportunity to get on Coach Hare. Coach Hare's come on, so Coach Hare will be on the show.
Yeah.
Billy Thomas, head coach.
Two great coaches.
Two great coaches, man.
Billy Thomas won, I think, state, and he was at Barstow before, and he won. I think 2015 he won. He had a great record there, around like 200 to like 40 wins. Right. 200 wins to like 40 losses.
It'll be exciting to see what Rockhurst does the rest of the year. But and East, to just kind of follow both these teams to see what they do. As really excited about that.
I think Coach Hare just recently hit his 500th win.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Good for him, man.
Yeah.
Hats off to Coach Shawn Hare, man. Big fan of his, man. I've known Coach Hare
Great
for a long.
guy.
I've been a fan and been a friend of Coach Hare's for a long time.
Yeah.
So, listen, man. This is the one thing. So when they started talking about the East Rockhurst game, right? They talked about the student sections and stuff. I'm looking over here in the parent section, bro. They're starting to go into the upper level.
Yeah, it's getting filled.
This is really cool to watch. How all this is going on. And my wife, man, my beautiful wife over there, doing stuff with our merch. We're gonna have T-shirts and merch and stuff going on. Out here. Okay, listen, we're gonna take a little break. We're gonna pop back in here. I'm gonna go down. I know that you saw Mark Brandmeyer.
I did. He's down there somewhere.
Owner of the KC Monarchs. We saw him in the stand. We're gonna try and see if we get Mark to pop up at halftime of the JV game.
Oh yeah.
Pop on set and talk a little bit about what the Monarchs got going on this year.
Let's do it.
So let's see if we can take a little break, and then we'll see if we can get Mark on here at halftime of the JV game.
Absolutely.
All right. Hey, great job in your first deal here, your debut here for Love You Bro podcast. Hey,
love you, bro.
We got more of the show to go.
Let's do it.
Love you, bro. Jude DeVella here with Love You Bro podcast. We are here on Friday night, man, doing a big thing here. We want to welcome on the athletic director from Shawnee Mission East, Ryan Johnson. Ryan, welcome to Love You Bro podcast.
Appreciate being here. Thank you guys for being here too.
Hey, listen, we want to thank you because I'm in contact with you a couple weeks ago and we were talking about this. So I appreciate you guys welcoming Love You Bro podcast to come on because you guys are doing something really cool tonight.
We think it's going to be really cool. Yeah.
Listen, tell me a little bit about how this all took place as far as moving it from the high school and moving it into municipal and doing this big thing in the logistics.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so kind of the background, for years this game has been sold out. You've got people that want to come, can't come. Gyms are sold out. Fire marshal is showing up and telling us you got to kick people out and things like that. And so you kind of get tired of all the negativity around the game and limiting tickets. And so the biggest thing, I was sitting here last spring at the MIAA tournament and having a conversation with the people I was with. And then I started counting seats and just literally counting. I'm like, we could do this.
Right.
And so it just kind of started from there. You start conversations with the Rockhurst administration. You get them on board. We had great support from our district office, kind of vetting the process and checking it all out. And then, man, we just made it happen. And so we're so excited to be here. The biggest reason was accessibility.
Right.
This big of a rivalry, the history behind the two schools,
Right.
the success of the two schools, and this historic rivalry in a historic arena.
Right.
Man, it doesn't get cooler than this for some JV boys basketball players, and then the varsity game. Like,
100%.
this is awesome.
Yeah, 100%. You know, I shared with you yesterday. I've had the privilege of playing on both sides of the rivalry. I spent a little time playing at Rockhurst. I spent a little time playing at East. I remember back in the day, there's only been a few high school games I know that have been inside this auditorium.
Right.
One of them being Rockhurst and Paseo High School back in the day with Anthony Peeler.
Yeah.
And then I think Central, when they had the Derek Hood kid, Central played here a couple times, but not very often. So,
Not very often.
No. So
And
really,
when we were doing the walkthroughs, just talking to all the municipal staff, Steve, he's done a great job helping us out. Shout out to him. And it's been a long time since high school basketball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I saw that you guys were going to do this, that's when I talked to Woodsy, who's going to be one of our interns on set tonight. And I was like, you know what would be really cool? That's going to Municipal and shooting this thing. So thank you so much, for coming on and stuff. But tell us a little bit, I want to know a little bit more about, your guys' squad this year, expectations, kind of where you guys are right now, and what it's like going up against an undefeated Rockhurst team tonight.
Our kids, it doesn't matter who we play, and Coach Hare always has them prepared, and they always play hard. And that is, that's a testament to the program and what they stand for. It's just all-out hustle, and they're going to play hard regardless of who the opponent is. Getting Rockhurst, who's undefeated, it's going to be a test for sure. But I think our kids are up for it, and they can go out and compete and give their all, and represent their community with the best effort they can give.
I love it. What are you thinking? Do you guys have any expectations-wise? Like when your administration's talking with Rockhurst, I mean, number-wise, is there a number you guys are thinking you guys might get to? Was there pre-sold tickets? How'd that work?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, when we sat down and kind of looked at the rental fee and everything involved in getting involved into this game here at Municipal, we kind of the biggest thing is accessibility. So we don't really care if we make a gate. Let's just break even.
Yes.
Keep the ticket price at a reasonable amount, because there's obviously fees and things that come with it. But then, just the accessibility. That was the big thing.
That's awesome. Well, listen, looking forward to watching this game tonight. I appreciate you guys being so welcoming to Love You Bro podcast. We're going to do some more stuff with Shawnee Eastern this year. So
love it. Yeah.
I'm glad we made this connection.
It.
Good luck with everything tonight. We hope there's a huge crowd. We're going to enjoy this. And thank you for being a part of Love You Bro podcast.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Thanks, Ryan. We're back to Love You Bro podcast here at Municipal Auditorium for this big game tonight, the Stateline Showdown between Rockhurst and Shawnee Mission East. We want to welcome on the athletic director from Rockhurst High School, Tom Kruse. Tom, thank you so much for taking time out to be a part of the Love You Bro podcast tonight.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. What a exciting event, and for our fans, of course, we hold about 960 in our gym,
right?
And I think we're going to go a little over that tonight.
I love it. So tell me, we talked a little bit briefly off air earlier, and you were talking about kind of when the conversation started. When did you and Ryan start discussing about moving it off-site from the campuses and bringing it here to Municipal?
Yeah, this thing got into the works quite a while ago, over a year ago, and really it was, our alumni, our grandparents, so many people that didn't have an opportunity to go. Yeah, we would live stream it, but it's not the same. And so, so we looked into this venue. They actually had somebody had already kind of put a hold on this date. And so we looked at a couple others, and then they came back to us and said, hey, this date might be available. And then we started that process. That was July and August. Worked a little bit more, came down, toured, did a tour. We visited with the people, because there's a lot to put on an event here. I don't know if you know that.
100%. Listen,
and so we met with all of them, and we financially, we were like, let's give this a shot. I think it has a chance to be something special. So.
Listen,
here we go.
You guys did a great job with the logistics. Everything looks great. I like all the banners, everything that's up.
Yep.
Tell me how exciting it is for you guys, for you as an athletic director, to have the type of ball team that Coach Thomas has put on the floor this year.
Yeah. So last year we were like, this is a pretty good squad. And then, you start going through the lineup and you're like, it's a junior and a junior and a junior and a sophomore. I'm like, we might be pretty good next year too. And then, so Coach Thomas, he does such a good job. He's such a great culture builder, and he's not real just a yeller or a screamer, but they play.
Right.
And one of the things that is most impressive with me is, he's third all-time leading three-point shooter at KU.
Kansas, yes, sir.
So pretty good.
Yes, sir.
Played in the NBA, pretty good.
Yep.
But watch us play defense. It's amazing. And I'm like, Coach, did you play defense in college? And he's like, oh, yeah, I had to. But when I watch our guys play defense, it might be one of the most impressive things I've seen. The way they help defense and they just get after people. And honestly, that's the biggest thing right now is the way we play defense.
A good friend of ours, a good friend of Coach Thomas is Greg Gurley, and a shout out to Greg because we used to always laugh and joke about some of those old three-point shooters back in the day. I don't know if I remember Coach Thomas playing defense back in the day, but I do know watching the team this year. We talked a little bit to him yesterday on the floor, and he talked about as everybody knows, defense turns into offense. So I think the way they play defense and get after it, they know the more defensive possessions they steal, the more they're going to have on the offensive side.
Yeah, and then when we get to the offensive side, they're so unselfish. I mean, it's the next guy. They pass up for a good shot for a better shot.
Right.
And it's I've been fortunate enough this year to get to a lot of games. I think I've maybe missed 2.
Okay.
And they care about each other. They do those little things that what makes us proud to be Rockhurst men, and so that's one of the things that they instill and they truly do. It is a close-knit group, for sure.
That's fantastic. Listen, I know you've got a lot going on tonight. It's fun to start seeing the stands start filling up here before the JV game.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to make it fun for the JV kids. So thank you for taking time out to come on. Hey, I'm going to have you come up here and sign our Love You Bro podcast banner.
Let's do it.
I'm going to get you a T-shirt, get you some gear. Tom, thank you so much.
Yeah,
and listen,
pleasure.
we're going to be in touch because Love You Bro podcast is going to head your way.
Come on.
We want to do a show on the basketball team this year.
Anytime, you're welcome.
Okay, Tom, thank you.
You bet.
Thanks.
You bet.
Listen, this is Jude Develop with Love You Bro podcast. I'm bringing on the head varsity basketball coach for Rockhurst High School, Coach Billy Thomas. Coach, thank you for coming on.
Hey, man, appreciate it. It's my pleasure to be here.
Listen, I got a chance to ask you a couple questions last night, talk to you a little bit about this. Does the shoot around yesterday, does that kind of break the ice a little bit for your guys coming into an arena like this?
It does. And in my heart of hearts, at first I was like, we'll just show up tomorrow. But I'm so glad that we decided to come do it, just for the experience for them, breaking that ice, and just all the more it's about the experience for them.
Right. How much more fired up do your kids go knowing that they're in a rivalry game like this, and then also playing in a big arena? More people are going to be on hand tonight. What does that mean to your guys? How do they feel? What was the excitement level today, this afternoon?
It's twofold because for one, the rivalry of this game is a big deal for us. At the same token, preparing us for the postseason is what the mindset we're getting into now, and so hopefully we get a chance to play in some more places like this.
This is awesome. Coach, tell me a little bit about. We talked a little bit last night about the scoring. Your scoring. You guys have such a great throughout the lineup. Everybody's filling the hoop up. What do you tell your guys tonight? About coming in here.
Just continue to be us. Show up and be you. That we don't need a savior. We don't need one guy that think he needs to do it all. We're built on five guys that are capable offensively and defensively, and so again, show up and be you tonight, and don't let the circumstances surrounding this get in the way of being who we are.
Of course. Well, listen, Coach, I've enjoyed the last couple of years watching what you've done with the Rockhurst program, and Love You Bro podcast. I talked to Tom Kruse today. We're going to be coming over to Rockhurst and doing a show a little bit later in the year. Listen, best of luck tonight. Best of luck the rest of the season. Thank you for coming on and giving us a couple minutes here at Love You Bro podcast.
All right, we appreciate it, man.
Coach.
Rock State.
Hey, Coach, good luck tonight. Thank you. We're here with Love You Bro podcast, and we're going to welcome on the head coach from Shawnee Mission East, Coach Shawn Hare. Coach, thanks for coming on Love You Bro podcast, and thanks for you guys inviting us in here today.
It's awesome. I think it's going to be a great event. We got a special relationship. You're a Shawnee Mission East and a Rockhurst guy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I've had the privilege of playing on both sides of this rivalry, so I know what it's like. But tell me the excitement in your locker room and your guys on taking on such a big challenge tonight with this Rockhurst team.
That's a great team. They're 18-0. Fantastic group of guys play hard, they compete. Our guys, we got to step up to the challenge. It's going to be a huge challenge for us. Our kids know that. They're excited about it, and then we look forward to it.
Do you guys do anything different tonight? Coming into a venue like this, a historical venue, Municipal Auditorium. Do you do anything different, or does the shoot-around kind of break the ice a little bit that you guys had yesterday?
I think the shoot-around broke the ice for both teams. I think that was a big thing that when we started this whole process, that we really said we got to get in here and practice. This can't be, the first time you get in the gym on Friday night.
Right.
So it's great that we got to do that last night. And as much as you can, it's a great atmosphere. It's huge. It's still a high school game. You try to say, let's control what we can control inside the lines.
Right. It's been a long time since Municipal's held, a high school game. I remember being a part of one with, Rockhurst and Paseo and Anthony Pila back in those days. I know Derek Hood and Central, but it's been a minute since there's been a high school game in this arena.
Yeah, and we're excited. We've signed a 2-year agreement with them, and we hope that we can continue it long after 2 years. We think it's great. This is a historic arena. 2 special schools that have a lot of things. We have Missouri, Kansas. We have public-private. We have all the things that make it a great rivalry.
Yeah, there is. Hey, Coach, listen, I know you're busy and you're ready to go in there and get your team ready to go. Thank you for coming on. Listen, you're a part of Love You Bro podcast. We're going to have you pop up here and sign our Love You Bro podcast. That's where all the superstars sign up there, so you got to sign up there.
Hey, let me tell you, I'm not quite a superstar, but I'll be glad to sign your thing. And I love your podcast, brother.
Hey, I love you, Coach. Thanks for coming on.
I love you.
Hey,
thanks, brother.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Love You Bro podcast. Bringing an old family friend, not old, but an old family friend.
Yeah, don't say old.
Someone I've known for an awful long time. It's been family to me that I've wanted to get on the show for a long time. And that's Mark Brandmeyer, owner of the Kansas City Monarchs.
So glad to be here. Thanks for reaching out and having me up. Hey, this has got to bring back some memories for you, right?
It does.
This hasn't been that long ago.
Well, it's been a long time ago. It's been a long time. But I did have the privilege of playing on both sides of the rivalry.
That's right.
I started at Rockhurst.
Yeah.
East came over to play us, and then played on the other side.
Nice.
So it's
nice.
This school. We had talked to Ryan Johnson, the athletic director here, a while ago, and I said, listen, we want to be part of that. And both schools were like, man, come in, give us some pub, do this, and they invited us in here.
I mean, how cool that they're having a crowd like this that they can play at Municipal. It brings some money to the program too, and it's important for these boys.
Yeah.
I mean, what a great experience for them to play at a big league level.
I was going to say, Mark, in this school, you and I have been around, East and Rockhurst a long time, and we've been around seeing games on both campuses.
Right.
Where the gym's so packed, they've got people they can't get in. Fire marshals are showing up, and it's busting at the seams.
Yeah.
What a
This
cool
was
venue.
smart.
Yeah.
And how many Final Fours have been here? I mean, this is a historic venue. Incredible.
Venue. And there hasn't been a high school game here in a long time. So when they told me they were going to do it, I was super excited about it. Super excited about Love You Bro podcast being here.
Right.
But what do you think about this? Like, doesn't this mean a lot? Don't you think? Teams to the JV kids that never get an opportunity like this.
It means a ton, and I have a son in the program, so it's kind of fun for me to be out here. He's on the freshman team, but he's playing for Rockhurst and just having a great time, great experience. But both of the programs are incredible. I'm a graduate from Shawnee Mission East, so
yes, sir.
I got a little torn loyalties here, but so excited for these young guys to get this experience.
Hey, listen, your son's in good hands over there with Coach Thomas.
No doubt. Yeah.
Hey, let's talk a little bit about all the great things you've done. Mark, I wanted to get you on the show because it's so impressive what you've done. Like I said, I've known you for a long time. I'm watching what you've done with the KC Monarchs and the success and everything you guys have had over there. Tell me a little bit about what you guys got going on for this upcoming season.
Well, it's an exciting season. This is going to be our sixth season out there at Legends Field since we renamed the team the Monarchs. I bought the team in 2019, ran right into COVID, which was not fun.
No.
But we overcame that, and now I think we're doing something really special out there, bringing opportunities to young men so that they can get back to affiliate baseball, but really just having a great baseball venue and playing great ball and a great family experience.
Yeah.
You can come out there and get to know all the players, get to know the whole group. It's really been fun. It's exciting.
You guys did a great job in rebranding everything and the merch. You're starting to see, you're not starting to the last few years. You've seen the merch and the Monarch stuff out there. I got a Monarchs jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Listen,
oh, yeah.
So you guys did such a great job in rebranding.
I mean, it's a historic brand. It's such a great story for Kansas City. I think for a long time, a lot of Kansas Cityans didn't know the story, didn't know that the Negro League started here in Kansas City in 1920s, and the Monarchs were kind of the premier team. Right. A number of incredible players now that are recognized in the record books. Satchel Paige, oldest pitcher to oldest rookie in Major League Baseball.
He's like 42 years old, wasn't he?
Right. So just and of course the Jackie Robinson story is historic. It's made a difference not just on baseball but on our society. So we're trying to shine a light on that message, but then also trying to bring these new players up and really blaze new trails.
Well, listen, man, congratulations to everything you're doing over at KC Monarchs. You guys have done such an amazing job. It's been such a big hit in our city. Thank you for doing that for Kansas City. Yeah,
for sure. And now the Legends has become kind of the sports hub of Kansas City with the Chiefs moving over there. Very exciting. American Royals getting ready to open up over there. We got Atlas 9, of course, Sporting, and the Speedway. There's tons of things to do. I think this summer you're going to see with FIFA, you're going to see a ton of people coming to Kansas City who have never experienced Kansas City before. Baseball's part of that. I think they're going to come to some Monarchs games and some Royals games.
That's awesome.
So it's exciting. And then of course, this is our 250th anniversary for our country. We're so proud to be able to represent and give people a place to celebrate.
Yes.
And this year is something new. I don't know if you knew this, but I've always been a huge women's sports advocate.
100.
The current started out at Legends Field.
Yes.
Chris and Angie Long called me up and said, "Hey, we need a place to play." We opened up the stadium for them, and now we're bringing the KC Diamonds professional women's softball to Kansas City.
Wow, that is really cool, Mark. I didn't know about that. Tell me a little bit about that.
It's really special. I mean, for all the young girls out there who aspire to play softball but love baseball too, this gives us an opportunity to see it at a very high level. Kansas City's got to come out. Tickets go on sale on February 1st. So there's season ticket packages, half-season packages, and if you go out to the Monarchs website, we're featuring them there. But you can also go to KC Diamonds and buy tickets there. It's I think it's going to be a great venue. It's going to be a lot of fun, and you're going to see some of the top softball players in the world play.
Listen, you can count on me being out there. I spent 20 years playing men's underhand fast pitch softball, so I have a lot of love and respect for what the women do in their softball game.
It's no joke.
No.
And these girls can play.
Yeah.
And I've always said I'd rather, they're a lot better looking than the guys.
Oh,
so.
listen, we had on Ashton Maloney from Park Hill High School, who played at the University of Texas. She was on the World Series team last year for the University of Texas. This year, she's preseason All-American. Leadoff hitter, plays center field. Ashton came on after they won the World Series last year. So good luck to her, and it's really cool what you guys are doing with this stuff.
So it's going to be very exciting. Of course, we're hosting our taco and tequila out there again. We haven't announced our headline artist. Last year was Nelly. I think this year we're going to be able to top it. You got to get tickets for that too. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Hey, Mark, listen, I'm
many things out there.
I'm going to wait for my invite to that to taco and tequila.
You got it.
We got to do that.
That's got your name written all over it.
Hey, one more thing. I'm going to want you to sign our Love You Bro podcast banner because you're part of the family, part of the team.
I love it. I'll be happy to.
We're going to want to come out and do a podcast on one day of your guys' game days.
I love it.
You out there and talk to the guys.
We'll do it on the Diamonds game and on the Monarchs game. We love it.
Love it. Mark,
buddy.
I love
Great
you,
to
brother.
see you.
Okay?
Thanks you.
Thanks for coming on.
You bet.
Okay, bye. Guys, we'd like to thank our resident sponsor, Proactive Solutions. They've been with us from day one. They allow us, Love You Bro podcast, to get to do what we do each and every week, and that's bring you a new episode with new guests. So a big shout out to Dean and Natalie Thede at Proactive Solutions. Proactive Solutions has been delivering infrastructure solutions and IT design and consultation services to clients ranging from startups to Fortune 100 companies for more than 27 years. They are proud to be a Kansas City locally owned and a top woman-owned business, offering custom solutions and personalized support. So thank you to Proactive Solutions, Dean and Natalie. If you guys are interested and your company needs some IT solutions, reach out to Proactive Solutions at www.proactivesolutions.com. We have two great resident sponsors that really help us here at Love You Bro Podcast and allow us to do what we get to do week in and week out. Lula's Southern Cookhouse, Bradley and Brittany Gilmore, owners of Lula's. It's at 1617 Main Street. If you have not been down here, please come down on a Sunday and have brunch. Great wait staff, great bartenders. The ownership team with Bradley and Brittany Gilmore are just fantastic people, and they allow us to do what we get to do in this amazing event space at Lula's Southern Cookhouse. Back to Love You Bro podcast.
We're back.
Woodsy, here we are, man. Municipal Auditorium, Friday, January 30th. Rockhurst, Shawnee, East.
It's going
Stateline
good.
Showdown. Bro, it's people are really piling in right now, man. Bro, there's no way when I look at the lower level, now I see people going into the upper level.
Yeah.
This would have been cut off an hour ago of letting people into Rockhurst or East.
Oh my
Or
God!
longer.
Yeah, if it's at East, you have to wait till after school. Like you're not getting into the game as a student if you're going at game time. Absolutely,
So
chance.
no chance.
No chance. Zero chance.
So I mean, you got to go like right after school to
Yeah,
start getting
most
seats?
people like camp out there. Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
It is crazy.
Looks like Rock's kind of starting to put it on East a little bit. 48-26 right now. It was close in the first quarter, but it looked like Rockhurst is really kind of starting to put
Take
the
it away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're starting to. I'm sure they're going to start playing probably even some of their younger kids, but looks like Rock is kind of putting it to them a little bit right now.
Yes, sir.
48-27. But we had an opportunity to talk to Coach Thomas from Rockhurst. His kids are so excited about playing in this rivalry game tonight. I wish I would have had an opportunity to get a hold of guys like Harold Mitchum and John Cooper and some of the guys at East. Even Connor Tehan, some of those guys that played in those rivalry games.
Tehan brothers.
Tehan brothers.
They were definitely involved in these games back in the day.
It would have been nice to get a hold of some of those guys. Maybe on future stuff we can do some stuff with those guys and get them on.
Chris Tehan's the man. He's the man.
Hey, it was nice here at halftime of the JV game to get Mark Brandmeyer from the Monarchs.
Absolutely.
Who, you know Mark well. Your family knows
He's a
Mark
good family
well.
friend of mine, yeah.
Yep. Great guy. They're doing some big things over there with the Monarchs. It was great to finally get him on the show. We'll do some stuff with the Monarchs this season.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a podcast from the Monarchs.
That would be sweet.
We're gonna do one from the Diamonds. I didn't know they were bringing the professional women's softball to Kansas City.
They are bringing that. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, really excited about being able to do that. That's the biggest thing in 26 with Love You Bro podcast. We kind of sat down at the end of 25. We've got great sponsors with Lula's Southern Cookhouse being a great sponsor. Proactive Solutions. This podcast doesn't happen without Proactive Solutions, without Dean, without your mom Natalie. They've been huge advocates of us and backing us and supporting us. So shout out to them at Proactive Solutions and what they do over there for giving us the opportunity to get to do what we do. But
Absolutely.
we talked at the end of 25, coming into 26, about being able to get out and do more live podcasts from actual deals like this, events like this.
Brings the energy up a lot,
Oh
man.
my God, man! It's fun to sit in Lula and Lula Southern Cookhouse on their event space where we shoot. It's nice to be up there and bring guests on and bring people in, because we're not going to be able to bring on some of the guests we bring on places like this.
Yeah.
But we're going to bring some energy in 26.
The city's out tonight.
Listen,
They're here.
and with World Cup coming, there's so much stuff coming up. We're going to be talking about here in the next couple of future shows. We're going to be talking about club basketball. We're going to bring some people on. We're going to be talking about the Super Bowl.
A lot of who these guys play for.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we'll be reaching out and doing that. But we're super excited about tonight. Everything we've done. Thank you to KC Podcasting Company for what they've done tonight.
Had a great setup before we got here.
Yeah, I love the energy and watching people start to pile into the.
We have so many parents above us right now.
Look at this.
We got a crew watching us.
There's so many alumni. And parents and stuff that normally wouldn't be able to fit into either gym. So, man, hats off.
This place is, I hope they stick with this for the future, because this is the best place to have a game like this ever.
Well, and speaking of Ryan Johnson and speaking of Tom Kruse, the athletic directors from Rockhurst and Shawnee, they signed a 2-year deal.
Ooh.
So this will be I know next year you'll be a freshman at KU, and this you'll be big time.
I've seen some freshmen here tonight.
Okay, I was going to say you might be big time in this, but listen, I hope next year when this Rockhurst East game comes on, you're going to be more than welcome to pop on the podcast with us. So
I'll pop out.
I'm going to want you to come back.
Absolutely.
Listen, you got a lot of stuff to do this spring, man. You're intern.
I got that. I'm lacrosse manager.
Yeah.
The head lacrosse manager with my buddies.
Okay.
That's good time.
So you're going to have a good time doing that. But you got an internship here at Love You Bro podcast.
Excited to be a part of the family.
Yeah, listen, welcome to the family, man. We're excited to have you. Listen, we're going to go ahead and we're going to wrap up here, Love You Bro, tonight, because we've had a lot of great guests. Thank you to Ryan Johnson, athletic director from Shawnee Mission East, and all the love we got from them. Thank you to Tom Kruse from athletic director of Rockhurst. Thank you to head coach Shawn Hare, head coach Billy Thomas over at Rockhurst. Can't thank all those guys enough for taking time, because their schedules are busy, and that's not their schedule, but they're coming in tonight.
Got a big game.
They got a big game on the hands.
Got a lot to worry about.
Yeah, so it was nice of those guys to take some time out to pop up and give us a few minutes. Listen, man, welcome to the Love You Bro podcast family, man. I think Jamie kind of missed out tonight, but you had some big shoes to fill, but you did a hell of a job.
I did. Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm pumped.
Yeah, you're part of the family tonight. Go tonight, senior year. Go over there with your friends. Enjoy. We're going to throw some T-shirts. We're going to throw some merch out. And until we see you guys next week, this is Jude DeVella from Love You Bro Podcast.
And I'm Woodsy, the new intern.
Let's go, Woodsy. I love you, brother.
Love you too,
Love you, bro. Thank you guys, man. Have a great time tonight.
Thank you.